it.
Yeah, exactly.
So please good. Hey! Hi, everybody. We are live from the Floyd County dinner, Democratic dinner, Sherman Minton, right?
That's right, Sherman Minton, the
who we totally knew was a
Indiana senator.
Indiana senator, we knew that.
Long time.
Yeah, we got a glare. There we go. And we just ate, and I got to wear my fancy dress that Georgianne Watson made me. Look at the straps. You can't tell. It has amazing straps. Look, get the outfit. Get the outfit.
It is pretty incredible.
It's only my second time wearing it. I'm very excited about it. Anyway, Tim?
So here at the Sherman Minton dinner, Floyd County Democrats, one thing I'll say about this dinner, it was packed last year.
What, really? I've never been before. It's my first time.
It's an off year, obviously. And it's pretty full. It's pretty full here with people who are energized and excited about supporting the party, but more so supporting policy and politics. There's new faces here that have never been here before who I've spoken to. Just people want to get out and are engaged and more engaged.
And a lot of people want to run for something.
That's true.
The guy I held the flag with asked me about it because I told him I ran for state house. He's like, how do you do that? I want to do that.
Right.
I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
So new people that have never ran for local office are wanting to get involved.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking.
And it's early.
It's so early. We're a year out from the primary.
Yeah. A year out from the primary.
Yeah.
And it's pretty filled. So we had a big day today. Spoke to Leah from Open Door today.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And learned a lot about that. So check that show out because they're being evicted and they need some help.
The youth shelter in Floyd County.
And they need some help. So
we tried to help get the word out. A lot of people came.
A lot of people here were saying, talking about it. Went to the meeting at the commissioners' meeting where they, what finally happened there is that 3 commissioners voted to evict them by January into February, but they verbally said that if they needed more time, they'll give them more time. But they would not put it in the resolution. They kept asking to put it in the resolution, but they wouldn't do that. So that seems a little bit...
A little shady.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems a little bit non-committal. So
come on, guys.
That's no good. But then we went to a Republican event.
Yes, we went to Jason Kerberg's Republican kickoff for his sheriff campaign.
Right.
And he was so worried. He had told me he was worried people weren't going to come, and a ton of people were coming.
So many people.
We left right when it
started. My favorite thing about there was people coming up and saying, I told him not to do your show.
Yeah, I met a guy that said, because I told Jason not to do your show, that you were going to crucify him live on air, and then I watched it and was like, he rocked it. And I was like, yeah. And all the people, these are all Republicans, they all watched his show. Mm-hmm. I loved that.
It was good.
And we met some friends.
We met some friends.
We met some
friends. New people.
Yeah, that was
some
fun.
Good people, had some good conversations, and then ran over here, and now amongst many people that we know, and again, some new faces.
This is we did 4 shows today. I did a show, you did a show, we're doing 2 shows, so record project next
Making it happen,
day.
It's coming together. And so many people here have seen it.
So many people say they watch our shows.
Someone told me that when they were getting ready for here and getting their makeup ready, and they were listening to you do the Wendy Danchester show.
That's so awesome. The Wendy Danchester show was amazing.
I haven't seen it yet because we've been so busy, so I'm excited to see it.
She lays out clear plans for regular people to get involved and help get better laws passed in Indiana. She very clearly explained what would help and how to do it. Mm-hmm. Just to hear from someone inside that room, it was extremely beneficial. I recommend that.
Well, we got to get back and wrap this up. I'm gonna do a Dr. Tim show about the budget that has just gone through the House, the U.S. House, including what it means for Medicaid, because there's depending on the estimate you look at, 8 to 13 million people are going to be disenrolled from Medicaid.
Wow.
And what does that mean for people, individuals? What does that mean for the people who serve them and won't be getting those payments?
I have all kinds of questions about it. Does it affect state Medicaid? There's state programs.
Yep. Medicaid is an interesting program. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I'm glad you'll know about it. If you can make
state,
me make it make sense,
federal.
Then you'll really help people because I'm confused.
We'll tell people exactly what all that means.
We might want to talk about Joe Biden and the prostate cancer and talk about that some because
we can try to get an oncologist on to talk about
that. That'd be cool.
So once we get that set up, we'll dive deeper into that. But lots to talk about that budget, especially because it's going put us further into debt, which is not the fiscally responsible thing to do. So,
hey, I thought that's what they're supposed to care about.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So, I mean, disenrolling people from Medicaid and going into debt just doesn't make much sense to me, but that's what's happening.
And you know what I'm happy about? Tim Peckett's back. It's been a nice
Yeah.
couple weeks with you being back. I'm glad
Thank
you're
you.
feeling better. I'm glad you're out. I'm
I'd
glad
say I'm 95%. Having some
you're
mostly
enough to
good
be able
days.
to do a bunch of stuff.
Mostly good days. So
I'm glad
that's
I'm glad to have my friend back. I'm glad to have my co-host, my co-founder with me in this Project Next job, trying to, unite the community.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We're making progress.
I just thought it was really fun. Republican event, Democrat event. Let's unite. All good people.
Yeah.
Both events, all good people. Shocking, right? Shocking. Promise. Promise, all good people. Want to help the community.
I also met some Democrats at the Republican event.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which I didn't realize.
Yeah, that makes sense.
came up
Democrats
there
out to support Jason.
like,
There
yeah,
isn't
we weren't the only ones.
There isn't a Republican, or there isn't a Democrat, to get them clear. There we go. There isn't a Democrat running for sheriff in Floyd County yet. We don't know if there's going to be one. So there's just Jason Kerberg and then the current sheriff, C. Bush. So that'll be interesting, and Jason's a friend of the show, so we'll have him on more. All kinds of people. And if you want to run for something, get a hold of us and get on our show.
That's right.
We will talk about you and what you care about, and let's, make our community better.
How you want to help. Yep.
Okay, guys. We're going to go back to our fun evening. We're going to have guest speaker. Who's our guest speaker?
I don't know. I haven't even seen.
I know who it is, but I can't think of her name. I saw her come in. Starts with an H. It's a C and an H.
We'll tell them
I'm so
afterwards.
good with names. Okay. Bye, you guys.
All right, bye.